Merry Christmas and welcome to Is That All? As usual, that's Mike, I'm Kevin. This week, again for the God knows how many time, we have Chris. For the first time though, we do have Adam here.
Hello. Hey, so I'm Adam Littner, and I made the little toast popping up thing at the end of the video. And I think they brought me on here because I tend to talk a lot about some random things. I don't know, I talk about a lot of stuff, make some weird noises, wearing a hat.
Hi, I'm Chris Bates. I believe I'm here because they could find nobody else for this episode, or because this hat only fits me, apparently.
So we're probably going to talk about best and worst gifts, maybe what we think about the holiday season, all that kind of good stuff. So, who thinks they have the best Christmas gift they've ever gotten?
Ooh, I had a 64. Nintendo 64.
Oh, I see. That's pretty
That was awesome.
I got a tabletop hockey arena. As a kid, it was awesome. I played it with it every year for until I broke it. It was literally the size of this table. It was huge. It was awesome. As a kid, I think that's a great gift.
A big one, that's pretty cool. Because I know they have like those cheap like $10 like...
Yeah. Literally, you would have... There was, I think, 8 poles that ran across it. Like it was huge.
So it was a good one.
It was a good one.
It wasn't like the AA batter ones where you...
No. You
Like
know the ones that
air
like
hockey
are...
that doesn't lift the puck.
You know
exactly.
the ones that are arcades that are like probably like 3 feet, 4 feet.
Yeah,
this
big dome.
this was bigger.
Did that have the dome on it?
those. No dome. So literally, you could shoot the puck, and like if you hit it right, because we used to bend the sticks. Of course, you would shoot it, and you'd like spin the stick, and it would launch across the room and like hit a cat or hit your sister. And you're like,
What about you?
Nothing. Yeah, it's so long ago.
Too long ago, you can't remember.
Back, I when I was a kid, I got a hoop with a stick, and I would roll the hoop down the road.
Before television was invented.
Yeah. No, I've had lots of cool stuff. Bikes and my mom gave me a car the one year, but it was like a birthday Christmas kind of deal. But I mean, it was a score.
yeah, it's a good deal.
And now it's roasting in my driveway right now.
That's the same car?
Same car. Not when I was a kid, but like
A
recent cool thing.
Oh, okay. I thought you got that like when you're like you got your license. I'm like, you still drive the same car?
No.
That's what I thought too.
That'd be pretty sweet. But
Model T.
got a crank in the front.
So let's go. Mine would probably be I got a Sega Genesis one year, but I ruined the surprise. I snuck a peek. I pretty much ripped the corner off of every present that was under. So I was like, oh, cool, this game. And I was 5. So I used different wrapping to tape the corner back up. I'm like, oh, my mom will never... yeah, she knew. Anybody would know. It was just like... It would be like green wrapping, and then I'd wrap the corner with like gold. But that was pretty awesome.
At least at 5, you knew enough to try and cover your tracks.
Cover back up, yeah. Because I got the one that came with Sonic the Hedgehog in the Sega, and then I got like Rocket Knight Adventure and Columns, which is the weirdest game ever. Same thing. I mean, my mom used to get me... She always got me video games, but she would just grab like random ones out of the bin. Like, she doesn't know anything about video games. I mean, she doesn't even know how to turn on a computer. But she would buy me the coolest games, and like I would play them, and I was like, this is the best game ever. Like, I got Quake 2, which was an awesome game if nobody's ever played it.
That's funny. My mom does that too, but she grabs Superman 64. Got that.
So your mom is the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, it's Superman. This is
Yeah.
awful. What about worst gifts? What's the worst things you've got? I mean, besides Superman, because it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. My cousin gave me condoms when I was 10. I thought they were balloons.
Did you blow them up?
Yeah.
Oh.
They were like ripped for her pleasure. So they were...
Oh, Jesus.
They're actually neon green too. I think they're like Christmas special. I was like, what the hell are these? Whatever. My dad was just laughing. Mom's like, no, don't give them. I was like, the balloons.
Individually wrapped balloons.
My cousin was like 18. Yeah. It's like, why do they taste funny?
Oh no.
That's pretty awful.
Yeah.
Awful and funny.
That's pretty awful.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the worst gift I ever got was. last year my dad did he gave me $50, but it was all individually wrapped in loonies. And so I had to, like, to get the money, I literally had to unwrap each one, and he, like, wrapped it, but then taped it. And so it's not like you could just cut through the tape. Yeah, I think it took me, like, an hour to get all the wrapping paper and tape off the money.
That would suck.
Yeah, it does suck.
Pain in the butt.
Yeah. Mine isn't... I'm in the same boat. I don't think I have one that's, like, super awful. Normally, what happens, I feel bad when people get me things that I just don't need or I can't use or anything like that. So I'm just like, oh, thanks. And then it just sits aside and it does nothing. But I think, I don't know if it's the worst thing, but my mom always, like, she, like, hide things. Even though I don't live there anymore, she'll still put them somewhere. She'll be like, oh, I'll wrap these when it comes time to wrap it. And she won't remember, and then it'll be like 3 months. Be like, oh, here, I got you this for Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah, but where was it? She's like, oh, I just found it the other day. It's just like a chocolate bar or something. It's like a Toblerone bar or like a bunch of turtles. She's like, yeah, they were in the closet. Hidden behind 19 things for no reason because you don't live here. That sweater?
No, this sweater I specifically bought for an ugly sweater party. And I think it did pretty well.
Yeah, you win.
It's itchy as hell though. Oh my god, I'm just trying not to scratch, but I just did anyways. No, I used to get very bad gifts from my grandmother. Just because she would go out and get me something that she would get for somebody in her age range and not for like a teenager. So I would get like, the one year I got like a rubber jacket, which was just weird. Like it was kind of like a rain jacket, but it was like just really, like it was a weird
thick rubber.
Yeah, it was just so strange.
It's weird.
And then she wondered why, when she came down, I didn't wear it. I'm like, oh, you know, it's okay. I grew out of it. It's like too big for me, but I grew out of it. It's all good.
I grew out of it. You've been the same size since you were 3.
Oh, I must have shrunk then.
Yeah.
I heated the rubber up too much.
Yeah. But there's stuff like that. Like, there's always like old man sweaters. And,
Which makes sense. It's Christmas.
yeah. So, yeah. It was,
Clothes are always the worst.
yeah. Underwear and socks, which is weird when you get it from like your grandmother.
I'll take socks any day of the week.
Yeah,
but
I'm
when
okay
they
with
buy
that.
me
I'm okay
underwear,
with
that's,
socks,
Yeah.
that's a little weird.
See, the only thing that ever bothered me is like my mom always buys me shirts, but she always buys like extra large. Like I'm not that big. I'm not that big at all. You can shut up, Chris.
Sure, you're not.
She probably buys them for you and then
Oh,
expects me to give them to you.
that's probably true. Your mom would do that. What's the worst gift that you've ever given? Because I know I gave Courtney a spice rack on Christmas.
I remember that.
$15 spice rack, and she lost it.
Women love spices though, don't they?
What Courtney liked to cook, and she wanted a spice rack. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's great. I'm gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
She wanted a spice rack, and it's Christmas time, so let's give it to her. It was like the extra gift. I had like $30 left in the budget, so I bought her like $20 spice rack, and for 4 years, like that was like the worst thing I could have ever done.
Yeah, but she was crazy as all hell.
It's true. Apparently, spice racks bad idea. Stay away from them. No
Lord.
spice racks.
Pretty much anything I get you is the worst gift I ever give. Number one, because half the time I take like the downloadable stuff out of the games that I give you.
Yeah, you're such a.
I got them all the Assassin's Creeds. I'm like, oh, they come with downloadable content I don't have. Opened mine. Here you go.
Yeah. It's like,
That's
so
awesome.
I've already opened these because I took the content out of them, but you won't mind anyways. I'm like, well,
It's a smart
not
idea.
now.
Yeah.
Where you haven't even played them. That was like 2 years ago.
Maybe I would have if the content was
I
there.
highly doubt that.
Yeah, it's true. That's why they're at the apartment, so I can start playing them.
Mm-hmm. You guys, what do you give that's awful?
I don't know. I don't really give bad gifts. Like I don't
Ever?
ever. I don't think I do, anyways.
Yeah, I don't know of any. There's
Yeah.
probably a few that I've given absolute crap, but
Yeah, my dad gives like gifts to my mom, but it's like my mom's boat, so he'll get her like a prop for the boat to help him ski, or like he likes cookies and she kind of likes cookies a little bit, but he'll buy like 3 boxes of cookies for her, but for him, That's yeah.
Here, Mario, I got you a bowling ball. Why does it say Homer on it?
Exactly. My dad does that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's been doing it for years.
Yeah, you told me the other day your dad always buys like themed gifts now.
Yes, yeah, theme gifts. So last year I was looking for it, I couldn't find it. He bought us all like wrestling masks last year, like full on like
That's awesome.
$50 masks, like replica masks. And this year he wants to go with like latex suits. So like, and this is like a for sure thing. Like he loves it. He wanted to start a new tradition. He was done with, my dad's name's Gary, but it's always to Gary from Gary. So it's kind of weird, but yeah, he wants to do latex. I don't know. I'm kind of scared with my clown mask. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Like, I'm kind of a little worried. Yeah.
You guys are going to start your own wrestling company, apparently.
Yeah.
Or S&M.
Maybe.
If you get a ball gag with your latex suit,
Watch it.
Yeah, don't be tricked like the condom balloons.
Yeah.
I assume you're old enough now to figure it out.
Where does
but-
this go? Oh.
You're like, oh, cool, a slingshot. Not a slingshot.
Why isn't it not coming on?
I don't know. Christmas definitely not the same though as when, like,
When
kids.
you're younger, yeah.
Just everybody's now. I don't even know if like it's changed for like our parents. If it's different now, like if they see it being different. But it's just everything's a pain in the ass now. It's like people are just freaking out about nothing, and like that woman who killed the people for the Xbox One.
What?
I didn't hear about this.
I didn't
Yeah,
either.
a woman stabbed 2 people to get her son an Xbox One,
Wow, that's insane.
and said she would do it again to make her son's Christmas
Wow.
perfect. Like
Yeah, I'm sure having mom behind bars makes
that's what I
it
said.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's the thing is,
Crazy.
I never understood. I never got. I think like the Saga was like the last big thing that I got, like really expensive thing. And it doesn't. I don't care what I get. I mean, like I said, my mom got me like $20 games. They're like the best games I've ever played.
Mhm.
Just get something that you think I will enjoy, and it's more exciting because then I don't know what it is. I have to use it and be like, what is this? What do I do? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But now people just freak out about everything.
Oh yeah. Well, I think part of it's like everything's so material, right? Like we have kids that come in that get iPhones and iPads at like 5 years old because that's what everybody has now. Everyone has technology and things.
Yeah, you bought the kids iPads.
Yes, it did.
That's crazy.
They're 4 and 7.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Like my phone I had in like grade 9.
But it's almost the same as getting like an N64
Yeah,
or a
that's
Sega,
true.
right? They don't play with the console as much, but the iPad, they'll sit there and they'll play their little tiny games and hairstyle this or temple run or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the same idea,
It
but
makes sense.
we as a society, we have to watch out because like we would actually go outside and play as kids. Now it's like they'll sit there in front of the iPad for 4 hours, then watch TV for another 3, and then like outside. What's that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's cold out there. I don't want to go out there.
No, I agree, and I also think the problem is that most people don't only get like one thing like that. Where I know that you have, but like somebody was like, "Hey, I got them an iPod, and then I got them $100 pair of headphones, and then I got them like 3 pairs of $60 jeans, and I've spent like $1,000 on my kids. Why?
That was
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah. See,
Why?
That's crazy.
I don't know. Ask Ashley.
I spend like what $30 this year is what we.
Yeah.
So just so people understand that Chris and I always get gifts for each other. I technically got everybody a gift here tonight, which we'll give out later. But we put a limit on like $30, and like my mom, I maybe spend it's $100 every year maybe. And I don't.
It's just the kids. The kids we try and spend more on, but like my niece and my nephew. Or my niece, we put a limit on them like $30 or $40, and my sisters it's $40, and my dad it's $50. Like it's just we put a limit on that, but our kids we try and spoil because they're yours, and we shouldn't. To the point, I think we did a lot better because we did just buy them
Yeah.
iPads and then like a couple like $20 toys and that kind of thing. Some clothes. I bought them Skylanders because they're obsessed with it. So
Yeah, that's your fault though. You bought that.
I know. I
What
bought
about
it so that I could play with them.
What's your take on people?
Yeah, I think that you're absolutely right with the kids not going outside. You know, I would like to see them unplugged a little bit more than they are, because working where we do, we see kids like just walk in the store, playing on something, and they don't lift their eyes unless they're at something else to buy. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh look, there's the next thing I want. Buy that for me.
Yeah, I would. I don't know. I just remember Christmas being. Luckily, it's still that way when I go home for Christmas and that kind of stuff. But it's like you open up. My mom makes breakfast, eat breakfast, and then you open up the presents, and then we fool around with the stuff. But we look at it, watch some TV. We go over to my aunt's. We have dinner there, exchange those presents, that kind of stuff, and then we come home, and that's when we spend time. We watch a Christmas movie, or we watch a movie. It doesn't really matter what it is. And then that's when we actually fully get to go through everything that we've got and that kind of stuff. And we actually spend the day together, not on the things that we've bought. Like if I got an iPad, even if I'm at my mom's, I wouldn't be sitting there playing it all day. I'd be like, oh, awesome, and then I would set it aside and I wouldn't play it until the next day or the day after.
Yeah.
Because I'm there to spend time with my family.
Yeah.
It's not. But I don't feel that it's that way anymore with anything.
See, that's what we do with my parents. Like, we actually we wake up, we do breakfast, and we spend all day, like, opening gifts. Like, we just take our time. It's like one person at a time. That person picks a gift. And then it's like we have lunch or dinner and open up more gifts. And usually family comes over. And, yeah, it's like if it's snowing, we'll go outside and build snow forts. And, snow fort, right? My brother, like, oh, man, I found a golf ball one year in the snow, and I didn't think it was a golf ball, and I threw it at my brother, and, like, didn't even in the eye. And I'm like, you're a big baby. I know.
You're a big baby. I only threw a golf ball at you.
Well, it's where my parents live. It's in the country. I was going to say woods, but it's not in the woods. So there's lots of random stuff. There's bucks in the lake. Like, it's random. But, reach down, grab a golf ball, put it at his face, and, you play it. You have fun. Now you get an iPad, you sit inside. It's like, digital snowball fight.
What?
I don't know what the dance was.
Yeah.
The digital snowball fight. So much fun. That's a commercial for it right there.
We should make a commercial.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's because I'm almost positive it's where we work that I've just become so cynical of the holiday, because it's so.
We also work the next day after Christmas, which seems like it ruins Christmas.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you work the day before and the day after. Right?
And I mean, I gotta be there. We gotta be there at like midnight.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, all three. Oh no, you won't be. Yeah, you guys will both be.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I will be. I just assume. Yeah. But it also comes down to like the fact that we can't say like Merry Christmas and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't understand who's getting offended. If somebody came up to me and was like Happy Hanukkah, I'd be like Happy Hanukkah, because you know what?
Yeah.
You've brought me into your holiday. You've brought me into your celebration. Yeah. You've made me feel, they always talk about like, everybody is one big family. We all live on planet Earth, that kind of stuff. Then I should be able to tell you Merry Christmas, even if I say Merry Christmas and you say Happy Hanukkah back. I'm not. Yeah. It's the same. I'm fine with that. I'm more than okay with that. You could say whatever you say before you say Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the Happy Kwanzaa?
Merry Kwanzaa? I don't know. Kwanzaa.
Yeah, now if you know, put it in the comments, because I really want to know what.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to know too.
Crazy Kwanzaa? Crazy Kwanzaa!
That'd be sweet. I would want to celebrate that.
It might be.
No, there's no way.
Sounds right.
Maybe, it sounds believable.
I don't know.
But, like, I don't know much about the other holidays. I mean, I know enough about Hanukkah, 8 candles, menorah, oil the last however many days it lasted, 8, so on and so forth. You light the candles. All that kind of stuff. I'm sure I know more than most people do. I probably know more than the people that get angry about it. Like Merry Christmas. You can't say Merry Christmas. There's people that celebrate other things.
Yeah. Those people are also the ones that are poised to be offended at something.
Yeah.
They want to be offended. They're happy when they're offended because
that's
they're
racist.
Offended. Exactly.
I didn't say anything racist at all. No, I agree. It's just
the fact that we celebrate anything it's what we should be happy with. Like, whether or not you celebrate something or not doesn't mean that you should take it out on somebody.
Yeah,
is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
I mean, so we talked about this a little bit before the show, before we started filming, but something like Seinfeld created a holiday, Festivus, and people celebrate that now. Nobody's That's not even a thing that you would see anywhere. Like you wouldn't see that on a commercial for anything, or really even in any other TV show other than Seinfeld that I'm aware of. But I know that shows do that. Like most shows have their Christmas episode, but they'll show Jewish people celebrating Hanukkah in episodes.
Christmas.
Yeah, because the OC had Christmas where they mixed the two
together.
Futurama had Kwanzaa Bot and Hanukkah Zombie, and they had all in the one episode they did each religion, Robonica, which isn't a real thing. But.
No, we were talking sort of
No.
switch gears here, talking about what we do on Christmas Eve and all that. I want to go back to Kwanzaa, like Kwanzaa Eve, but no. What we do on Christmas Eve, and my family's actually much different, especially now than we were, and different from every other family because Christmas Eve we end up opening up our gifts and go in the hot tub and drink.
That's awesome.
Like it's just the most relaxing way to spend Christmas Eve.
How big is this hot tub, and how big is your family?
Is everybody the same size as you?
My parents have a hot tub.
Okay.
No.
Because you'd have to have like a pool.
Everybody's smaller than you, luckily.
Okay.
But really, we rotate. It's not like everybody just jump in.
That's what it seemed like.
There'd
Presents in
We
show.
open,
Yeah,
we jump in.
be like
I'll-
6 of us in there at once.
I was gonna say, all I imagine is your whole family just harmonizing. Hey, da, jingle something, the best Christmas tree, drinking. That's what I imagined.
That's pretty close, really. By the end of the night, when we're all drunk, but still in the morning, we still have stockings with the little oranges that nobody eats, and toys, always toys. Like even though we're all adults, we always get toys, which is awesome because my brother was sitting there flying helicopters.
That's pretty cool.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Nerf guns are cool too.
Yes.
You said toys, Nerf guns.
Mom,
My
if you're
dad
watching,
amped up for bow and arrows years ago.
ideas right there, Mom. If you're watching, Nerf guns or Lego. Lego's always good.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with Lego.
My mom does give me Lego from time to time.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
See, my mom doesn't get me Lego anymore. My mom gets me things that are. I'm not saying Lego's not useful because I enjoy Lego, but she gets me things that are useful. Last year, she got me stuff for the kitchen, so she got me like a deep fryer, and this year she's giving me money to put towards a new bed and that kind of stuff. So
That's cool.
Nice.
it's useful stuff, but I do get Lego like every year.
Nice.
Whether I buy it for myself or somebody buys it for me, I get Lego. Last 2 birthdays ago, Nathan got me Lego. Last year for Christmas, I got Lego. I'm pretty sure in the giant bag of stuff I saw today, there's Lego. So I'm pretty sure I'm getting Lego this year as well.
Nice.
I think everybody just, like, most people just need to calm down and relax. You
Yeah.
can buy gifts ahead of time. Like, buy gifts in, like, March. There's still the same, we work in retail. The same sales that you come on Black Friday and whatever 2 weeks or 2 days before, they're the same sales that are on in the middle of summer.
Mm-hmm.
You could save yourself a lot of time and effort by buying things way ahead of time.
And buy your stuff online.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it arrives at your door. You don't have to go to the mall and push and shove and be
Soon
stupid.
it's going to come by a drone.
Just people, you're right. I mean, order it online, buy it way ahead of time. There's so much ways to just, everybody can calm down and actually relax this time of year
Yeah.
and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, most people, like, kids have Christmas vacation. People, I mean, we work just as much, if not more, but
Mhm.
you'll have the time to spend with people if you don't just go crazy
Yeah.
over everything.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, I don't know. I like the Muppets Christmas Carol. Because Gonzo, I think, narrates it with a rat.
Oh, yeah. The Rat.
Yeah, the rat's pretty funny. He falls in like water and stuff and freezes and he whacks him to
Wow.
I don't think I've
Such a-
seen it,
no,
or if I
Such a
haven't.
violent, violent. See, this is what happens when your dad always modifies stuff.
Crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
And
Elf. I like Elf.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Mostly because I like Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah.
of course you do.
Yeah. 'Cause she seems really crazy. And her singing in that is awesome. Like when they're doing
the
that
shower?
duet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus she's in the shower, right? So
And you fill up your stocking?
yeah.
I mean, he into a yeah.
In the song.
Pretty sure they got it.
Be surprised.
It's true.
What about you?
Mine's classic Rudolph. I like the old Rudolph The
Stop motion one, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that's the one where the kid wants to be the dentist, right?
yes.
Yeah.
My favorite Christmas, I don't know. It's kind of hard. I would probably say if anybody remembers the show Bump in the Night,
Oh my god, yeah.
there was a Christmas special on that, and I found it, and as soon as I found it, I bought it. Just because it's awesome. He runs into people, and they want special things, and then he finally gets to the North Pole and then brings them back. Like, the worm wants to be able to have arms, so he brings, like, super robot arms for this little worm. Stuff. It's a good movie.
Does sound cool.
It is a good movie overall. But the one that I've had the longest, and I have on VHS, and I still have it, and I bought it on DVD because I found it, is Aliens First Christmas. Which I don't really, not like,
That's what I thought, yeah.
Little Santa hat on it. Through your chest.
It's a weird movie. It's pretty much these people, humans, have moved to this alien planet. It's a cartoon. It's old. It's not like the craziest thing. But they moved to this alien planet, and they don't celebrate anything. Or they do. I don't really understand. I don't think it's been a long time since I watched it. I don't think they celebrate anything. But they're trying to celebrate Christmas, but there's no pine tree, and there's no...
anything.
Toys aren't the same and all that kind of stuff. So she's trying to set it up, and then their neighbors, he dresses up as Santa Claus, or what they think Santa Claus is, and he's like sitting out in the front yard, and he's like hoeing the front yard. He's like ho ho ho, and it's just a bunch of funny stuff like that. Funny. And they go like Christmas caroling, and like the aliens are like, shut up, what is that? They're just trying to do their regular Christmas thing, but not it's pretty good. And then in the end, a big box falls and like drops off a bunch of presents, and apparently Santa Claus came all the way to the other planet because they realized that they had moved.
Oh, sweet.
It's a pretty good movie. It's only like 30 minutes, but it's good.
It's good.
Sometimes it's on TV. Last time I saw it on TV was like 4 years ago. But Aliens First Christmas, if you guys.
Nice.
All right, so everybody have a happy Christmas or whatever you celebrate, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
See you next year.